your touchscreen smartphone, and that'll take you directly to Spreaker Radio to Northwest Dirt News, where you're listening right now, folks.
Right.
So if you're telling your friends about Northwest Dirt News and we're going to cover, and Moxie Media Promotions is sending the team down to the Duel in the Desert, you got somebody going, you want to hear what's going on, tell your friends. It's simple. Moxie Media and Promotions, click a button, and you're there.
Bam. Thank you very much.
Oh, no worries, buddy. The more ways that we can stay connected with our listeners, the better.
I love Joel. So, we're talking about Brad, and we're talking about outlaw carts. Karting at Salem is coming up next week. It's not a points race, but it is the opener for Salem Indoor. Any predictions? I mean, I can't go this week because we have our 2016 banquet. But are any of you guys going?
Do you have a cart?
There
is it race ready?
There is a cart in the making.
It's not ready for Salem.
Not for this week, no.
Oh, okay.
But it will be ready within, I don't know, it'll be a surprise.
I haven't raced in a cart in a while, so I was just thinking if it was race ready, I could go ahead and fill in for you.
No, you could. I mean, you would. I mean, that's
but it's not ready. So.
But people already know.
His cart's not that far from being done.
Yeah. People already know that Warren, you are coming out to take some names this year.
Yep, I am. I plan on it.
See, that's why I had to go do what I did. I mean, you guys, we got 3-time national champion. Warren finished 7th at nationals, down in Hanford in a situation that he was kind of thrown into and made the best of it, and
with one motor stuck.
With one motor stuck and an open on a duel.
Yeah.
So I decided I had to go get me something to kind of level the playing field. I'm hoping and. Well, when I bring that sucker out, maybe we'll see if it works or not. I don't know.
As long as the throttle don't stick.
Well, that's true, because we know what happens when I drive a car and the throttle sticks. I just stick it in the wall head on and twist the heck out of it.
Go big or go home, right?
It was custom. You were just trying to be custom.
No, I was not trying to be custom, or I wasn't trying to be cool. I was just trying to stop the car, and it didn't work.
You stopped it all right.
The wall did.
Yes, the wall.
And you know what sucks about the whole deal was I had that car dialed. I had turned the fastest laps ever.
Usually the way it goes.
And, I had a problem in the first practice session when that throttle stuck. I spun, stopped the car, bumped the wall just a little bit. Nothing big, didn't hurt anything. Go out in the final go-around, say, okay, I'm going to try one more little thing, so I think I make it a little bit better. And it got a lot better with that small change and was faster than the car had ever gone. Throttle sticks, spin the car, and when as the throttle was stick, I realized it was stuck. So I just reached down, stabbed the brakes, turned the car to spin it to the left, and that car turned straight to the wall, and bam! I've had better days. So immediately after that, I limped around for about 3 weeks. I was hurting for certain. My left foot was and I was pretty sure that my ankle was broke. So Sandy finally forced me to go to the doctor. So I went to the doctor, and I take my shoe inside my Helix, and he goes, "Whoa, what happened here?" So I told him I told him what happened. He kind of starts laughing. He goes to touch my ankle. He barely touches it, and it was I thought he almost had a broken jaw. I mean, it hurt so bad just to touch. And he says, yeah. He goes, look at this. He goes, I'm pretty sure you have a broken ankle. So I'm, oh, great. This is not good. Get ready to go on vacation in Hawaii. And so we go in the x-ray room and takes the x-rays and comes back and he says, well, I got good news. He goes, your ankle isn't broke. I said, okay. He goes, but every bone in your foot is badly bruised. So what happened was my foot was down, had the brake pedal pressed, and I hit the wall, pretty much wide open and just compressed everything, and that hurt.
Oh, I bet it
hurt.
did.
And then got it good. Healed up pretty good. Went on vacation, went to Hawaii, cruising around, having a great time. Got on the boat, headed out in the ocean, put the big flippers on, went swam with the dolphins. Felt like I went right through the wreck all over again. You put them flippers on. I thought I was healed. Put those flippers on and went swimming in the ocean for a couple hours with those dolphins and waves that, they almost didn't let us go. The water was, we're talking 15, 18-foot swells.
Oh, my gosh.
We're swimming with dolphins. Yeah, so they let us, swim with them, got back in the boat, went a couple spots, snorkeled, and I knew right away that I probably shouldn't have done that. It's a lot of
Well-
torque in those fins.
Yeah. Well, you're talking about hitting the wall. We talked briefly on Facebook about talking about somebody that hit the wall at Willamette Speedway. Was we still going to talk about that or not? You know who I'm talking about? Joel, you know who I'm talking
Oh,
about.
I know who you're talking about, buddy.
Yeah.
We might go that route. I don't know.
Was I part of this
It-
conversation?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, you maybe didn't pay attention. I'm not sure, but no, I was sitting on the back stretch doing my thing, sitting on the quad. And,
Oh,
and,
yes,
and a car
yes.
came off turn 2 and fast car in the super sports.
No.
That was the late
Late
model.
models.
model.
Late
Yeah,
models.
late model.
Okay, yeah. And
That car
I'm
came
just
right
sitting
at
there-
you.
Yeah, and he's coming off turn 2, doing his thing, and he's looking hooked up and all that, and all of a sudden it just hooks a right and bam, just smashes into the wall right in front of me.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't go anywhere. I'm sitting on a quad facing the fence, and he hit right in front of me.
Yeah. Well, and that's funny
So-
that you bring that up because that was Terry Hall, who
Terry-
we
it
had on
was.
the show
It
earlier,
was.
not long after that happened. And we haven't heard from Terry since. Haven't got any updates on him. We'd love to get an update on Terry. Joel was actually working for Extreme that night and actually helped get Terry out of the car and take
Yeah.
care of that deal.
Yeah.
Now, he got hurt pretty good, didn't he?
He got his bell rung pretty good.
That's why I brought this up. You're talking about hitting the wall in your cart and
Yeah.
and your
And
broken
nothing
ankle.
like Terry's wreck.
Terry Hall hit that wall. He had to been doing 75, 80 miles an hour
Oh, I
head
bet he
on
was.
into the wall. I mean, it was. I was amazed that he got out and walked away from that. And
Yeah.
he had to have help walking away from it. And then the Lebanon ambulance came and took him on. I do believe they were there anyway.
That's great. And,
So
see,
it was crazy.
and the good thing about it is that have Northwest Extreme Fire Safety Crew out there, Joel being a part of that, our bank safety crew, on top of stuff. I mean, we've seen some pretty good hellacious crashes this year, and every single one of them walked away because of our outstanding track safety crew. You know, we had Austin Dillon in his 69 pickup that crashed over there in turn number 2.
Yeah.
That caught fire. They couldn't get it out because they didn't realize that another positive battery wire was still hooked up somewhere. So every time they would get it out, it would re-arc and it would reignite the fuel again. Of course, got him out of the truck, but the trucks, had some significant damage and stuff afterwards. With Todd Hardesty for Finish Line Graphics, helped put that truck back together. Went back out there, and in my notes, I believe, and looking at some of this, Mr. Austin Henderson and the 4Bs, I believe he finished top 10, but I will tell you exactly where he's going to be for points awarded tonight, or for that night. He finished 8th this year.
That's
Holy crap!
No.
I gotta run outside here real quick, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to give the mic over to Corey, Joel, and Warren.
you all right? That's
Wow.
What a time for that to happen.
Wow, and there goes Josh outside.
So
Don't worry, folks. Josh is okay. He's just taking a pace lap. Hopefully he comes back under yellow, but we'll see what happens here.
we'll see what happens. It is good, but man, it's kind of it's kind of cool. I mean, here in the off season, just kind of things are kind of slow. We're just kind of hanging out, talking about whatever.
That's the thing, Corey. Things might be slow, but we never stop working.
Well,
That's it. We never stop working, and it's weird because there's a lot of things happening right now that we can't throw out there. Because we're not gonna put something out that's a half truth.
Put the cart in front of the horse.
Right. So
Exactly. I mean,
but-
look at what we did last night. We were getting everything
right.
finalized for this deal for Vegas, and we want to be able to tell you guys right now what we have going on, but until it's finalized, as being responsible broadcasters, we're not going to do that to you guys. If we're going to bring you something, we want it to be fair. We want it to be accurate for you.
Right.
Because misleading you guys, that's not how we are at Moxie Media Promotions and Northwest Dirt News.
Well, and we try to confirm everything, facts first, and so far I think we've done a pretty good job.
Exactly. And if we don't know, I'll be the first one to say,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I'm back in. I put the coin in the meter.
Josh, I know you just read that email I got, and settle down.
So we'll put it like this: is that and I came back into the studio and I was hearing you guys talk about giving the audience and stuff what they want. Now we tease because
do a lot of
teasing. We have. I mean, not only it builds everybody else up or whatever like that, but it basically is something that when we do have confirmation on something, we'll tease you what's going to happen next.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's good for good radio. I think it's good for everybody else.
I think it's good for broadcasting in general.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, it keeps people's interest.
But you talk about Duel of the Desert. That we have confirmation going down there to be part of the media and everything else. That is outstanding. That is something that is.
I'm proud of that.
Absolutely.
And what we've done here, I mean, so Moxie started 4 years ago. I started this just to write articles on our Facebook page to keep people interested in what was going on in the Northwest, and we've done a lot of different types of articles. And from there, it's snowballed so fast that at times it's hard to keep up with what's going on, when we're here doing what we do.
Well, when I came on board, it was just because we talked and stuff when I came down to Willamette with a friend. We watched some races. We talked up in the box and everything else. And you had mentioned something about doing a live broadcast. Do you know anybody that does camera work? And I'm like, well, I work for a production company, a nonprofit. Basically, it's a county.
And that's kind of when things happen, they happen for a reason. So I asked Josh, hey, anybody that knows any camera work? I need a camera guy for this big show. We had a guy bail 2 days before the show at the Claire Cup. And Josh was like, well, I can do camera work today. So I hook him up with the producer that owns the company, and they got on the same page and hit it off. And obviously Josh knew what he was doing. And from there, while Josh is running the camera, we're under
under caution.
Well, it wasn't even caution. It was more of a it was when Katie flipped.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
It was
that's
when Katie flipped, and the original deal was
Passmore. I guess everybody's standing up.
the original deal, how the whole thing really started rolling together was, the original deal was Passmore was supposed to be a commentator on the show that night. Well, he said, I don't want to do this. I'm more of the technical side, which Adam likes to do, the technical side, and so he goes and starts helping run all the equipment, leaving me to fly the ship solo at the Claire Cup to announce his race.
Well, the thing is that I was standing literally right next to Corey.
Josh was running the camera next to me. I said, hey, get down here, grab a mic. Let's talk. Josh gets down, grabs a mic, and from there, I just kind of like, hey, this was cool. So it kind of started getting my gears turning. And I called Josh and said, hey, look, you want to be a part of this? I can use somebody that's got some mic experience, that isn't afraid.
Some background in racing and everything else.
And it just kind of snowballed from there. And
somebody that likes to talk.
Right.
I am literally the shyest person you'll ever meet.
That is a complete untruth. That is not true.
Totally true.
Dude, your eyes are so brown right now. It's not even funny.
He walked into Denny's.
You know why he's standing up, right?
I'm not gonna tell the story about.
Tell it.
No,
tell it.
No.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, so we're down in Bakersfield. You were there down in Bakersfield.
With the
races were over.
With the football kid.
We're all
remember that.
We're all dirty and grubby, and been out in the dust and the grime of the track all day.
It rains dirt at Bakersfield.
It does. So
literally.
we get to Denny's and it's hot, and we're all just kind of like we're burned. Josh gets out of the truck, and what does he do? Strips down to his boxers and walks into Denny's and is like, "Come on, let's eat."
Some Grand Slam, son. Grand Slam, son. So I walk in there, and there's this kid.
Hang on.
Bad visual.
hang on. I'm going to try not to hurl in the studio.
I had my shirt on.
Thank God.
It was a half shirt, like from 1988.
It was? No, I
Was this his security uniform?
Yes.
Okay.
I walked in like this. All right. I did the belly walk.
Okay, hang on.
No, get out of here.
When did we turn the Jetstream Aqua Massage Studio into Walmart?
Why are you stuttering and why is your back turned?
Because I can't look at you.
Look at me when I'm talking to you.
No.
We have lost all control on this show.
So we walk in there and literally, we'll put it like this. Corey can't take directions if his life depended on it from a GPS.
If the GPS is working right, I can do it.
This is the GPS. Sandra has the GPS. Sandra's like, Corey, turn. Corey, turn. Corey turned. I know where I'm going. Did we go through a bridge? We go underneath this path. I'm
That
like,
never-
listen,
The tunnel.
the tunnel.
Yeah.
And so I told
At
him
the airport,
that
I
did
told
happen.
him straight up. I'm like, look, I know where I'm going. Go straight. He goes, I don't remember this tunnel. I'm like, because it was in the daylight.